Today I'm going to show you how to create a very basic website using Publisher, which is not a bad way to actually create a website. So we start here by opening Publisher, and we want to go File and New, and then that should bring up some templates for us. And I'm going to go down to Quick Publications, and you can basically choose anything here. But I'm going to go with the waves. Okay, and create. Now the first thing I want to do is change my page size. Okay, so I'm going to create a new page size, and I just want to make it 11 by 11, and that'll just work better in your web browser. Okay, so there it is. I can change the design. If we go to page design, I can change the color scheme to something that's more to my liking. I think I'll stick with that one. Okay, and I can actually start to stretch out some of these elements to suit my broader page design. That's the one I want. Okay, you get the idea anyway. Okay, first thing. Actually, I think I'll get rid of that. That whole text box can go. And I'll bring in, I'll just create a new text box up the top here. That's going to be my heading. Let's get some decent sort of font size happening. And we'll call it my first web page. You can center that text up. And I'll get rid of this one as well. Beautiful. Okay, so there's my first web page. Now I'm going to put in some navigation bars so we can create additional pages and navigate between them. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm actually going to bring in a table. And so in this instance I'll probably just make 2 pages, but let's plan ahead, and I'm going to give it 6 columns, or 6 rows I should say, excuse me. Bring them over the side here. Just increase our page a little so that we can see what we're doing. And then I'm going to do something similar down the bottom. Insert another table. Just go 6 again. And I'll slide those down the bottom. This is going to be the way that I navigate between my pages. Okay. So in my first box I'll call this Home. The second one I'll call About. The same with my table down the bottom, Home. And we're actually going to hyperlink these in a moment. Okay, so there's the structure of my first web page. I'm now going to insert a duplicate page. Okay, and you'll see page 2 has now been duplicated. I'm going to put another little text box in here. I'm going to call that About Me. Once again, I'm going to change font size to something more appropriate. That's about it. Let's get another text box going down below that. And we can say here is where I write great stuff about me. Beautiful. Okay, let's get these pages linking. Okay, so the first link I want to set is here. So I can simply right click inside my my cell in my column, and I can select a hyperlink. Okay, I want to set the link to a place in this document. Okay, and I want it to go to page 1, but I'm going to change the title of that page. So I'm going to call that Home and click OK. Okay, beautiful. Click OK, and there we have it. Okay, now I can actually modify my text here, hopefully. Okay, the second one I want to do is about. Once again, right click and go to the hyperlink, and I want to change the title again to about. Oops. Click OK, click OK. Beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to check. I'm not happy that I got that first one right. I don't think I highlighted the text in the first instance, so I'm just going to try again. Place in this document, home. Okay, now I'm happy. Alright, I need to do the same with my links down the bottom. Right click, hyperlink, home. Okay. Oops. Hyperlink, about. Okay. Now I'm going to return to my first page and I'm going to create those links again. Okay, so I just paused the video while I created the links because I don't think you needed to see it again. So now I've got 2 pages created with some active hyperlinks. Okay, so if I want to go to my About page, I can just press Control at this stage and click on About, and there's my About page. And you can see my little blurb there. Here's where I write great stuff about me. I could even insert a photo of me there. And what do you know, I just happen to have one. Okay, and so I can resize that and place that wherever I like. Okay, I'm happy with that. And what I can do now is just save the publication as a publisher document. Okay, so I go into my user drive, I go into my sites folder, and I'll just create a new folder called My First Web Design, I'll call it. Okay. And I'm going to save this as index. Now there's a good reason for that, because which you'll see when we run this in a browser shortly. So there it is. It's now just a single publisher file, publisher document that you've worked with probably on many occasions before. Now here's the defining moment. Let's now convert this to a web page so we can have a look at it in a browser. So this time I save as, and I want to be in my same folder, in my sites, My First Web Design. You'll see the original publisher folder file sitting there. This time I want to save as a web page filtered. I do that and I click save, and it should give me a collection of files. So if I go back to my My First Web Design folder, here now is a collection of folders and files. Okay, there's pictures. It's taken all those little images and text boxes in Publisher and it's converted them to an image for me. Now, to run and have a look at my design in a browser, I simply click on Index. See, that file sits out there on its own, and it should run up as my home page, my first page. Okay, now I can see if my links should be active, and there I am. Okay, and so I can navigate between my pages. Isn't that wonderful stuff? Okay, so that's the start of your first web page in Publisher. Hope you've enjoyed it and have some success creating your own.